Hello, everybody. This is Mike. I'm coming to you from the group Wild Snakes Education and Discussion on Facebook. Look us up, join the group. We are changing minds about snakes. Today, I'm going to take a quick look at a couple viral snake stories that are making their way around the internet on Facebook. So, here's an oldie. This little gem right here. We got a little snake poking its head out of a fish's mouth. The snake has been, almost swallowed. And the story attached to it says, fellow anglers beware. Several snake bites this season have came from baby copperheads found alive inside of feeding fish. So obviously this is nonsense. That's not a copperhead. That's a species of garter snake. And fish do eat snakes. You know, a snake will swim across a lake or a stream or a pond, and a big bass or a pickerel will come up and eat the snake. So obviously this is somebody that caught a fish that had just swallowed a snake, and they just happened to see the snake going down the fish's throat. So they take this video and they, actually take time out of their lives to come up with some ridiculous story. No one was bitten by a copperhead flying out of a snake's mouth. Seems like every spring this thing it won't go away. But we're here to debunk this kind of stuff. So let's move on to this one. This is making the rounds lately. House of Snakes, Minnesota dream home turns out to be a nightmare. So what happened here is garter snakes are using the foundation of this house as an overwintering spot, which they do. Garter snakes overwinter in numbers, in the thousands sometimes, up in places like in Canada. But yeah, they overwinter in numbers, often in the foundation of houses. So, I can understand somebody that's not very fond of snakes seeing, dozens and dozens of garters would be a little unnerving to them. But, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But the media takes this story and they use words like nightmare and, horror to perpetuate fear and to get Facebook hits and likes and Twitter likes and whatever. So, it's not that big of a deal. This happens a lot, and it's nothing new. So, of course, let's move on to this one. So that's a cottonmouth right there, and the story is Florida family's yard overrun by snakes. So, let's see. A Florida family has been overrun by snakes, and the weather may be to blame. So they take something that's pretty common. I mean, it's Florida. There are a lot of snakes in Florida. There are cottonmouths in Florida. And snakes do live and use and cross through people's yards. So they always have something, they always blame it on the weather, whatever, and they take something that, again, is a common occurrence, and they turn it into a story. And I've seen some ridiculous headlines attached to this one, like, a nest of deadly serpents takes over a family's yard. Stuff like that. So once again, this is just another example of fear-mongering, exaggeration by the media, and it makes, the educator's job a lot harder. So those are some of the stories making the rounds this week. Once again, I'm coming to you from the group. So please join us on Facebook, join the group. Subscribe to these videos. If you've learned something, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and whatnot. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on Facebook.